All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Now, I just wanted to do a quick video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai. I just wanted to do a quick video on how the fear of the Lord is what directs. The fear of the Lord guides our discernment. There we go. All right, the fear of the Lord guides our discernment, and if it doesn't, then it should. And what do I mean by guiding the fear of the Lord, guiding your discernment? Well, you know, us that are in this truth, us that are in this knowledge, all right, we know the names, we know the true name of God, we know his name is Yahweh, we know the true name of his only begotten son, okay, which is Yahweh Shai. We know who the Israelites are, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and anybody else whose spirit, truly has faith in those names and believes in the words. Even if you look like a heathen nation, if you have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you have faith, then you're an Israelite. Now that we know all these things, we always got to keep in mind the state that we are in as a people. Okay, throughout the scriptures you read us, we go from different states. All right, meaning when I say state, I'm saying a state of being. How you're living. What is the quality of your life? All right, we had 40 years of peace with King Solomon. Prior to that, King David was going to war with all the different nations. So the whole point is the state that we're in as a nation now is what? We're in hell. We're still in slavery. We're in a very low estate. All right, we live a very low quality of life. No matter where you are at, no matter how much money you make, we're in hell compared to our former glory and the glory that we're going to get. So now that we understand that we're in hell, we also got to understand that we are living in a carnal world. Okay, majority of these people in this world, 80% of people you're going to come across are carnal minded. And when you're around carnality and when you're around a carnal minded people, then you are constantly going to be tempted to choose the carnal option. But we have to utilize what? Our fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to discern and choose the spiritual option, man. All right, we know we're in hell. We know we're going to be getting tempted every day whenever you step outside your door and in your house. But our discernment is guided by the fear of the Lord. The options that we choose to act on, the thoughts that we choose to act on have to be guided by our fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So our fear of the Lord is what truly guides our discernment, man. And I'm just going to get into that with the scriptures. But real quick, the word fear, I'm just going to, on the etymology, I'm going to read down. It says the sense of state of being afraid. Right here. It says the meaning, feeling of dread and reverence for God. You see? So fear literally means feeling of dread and reverence for God. So we have to have a reverence. Our fear equals to have a reverence for God. And what does the word reverence say? It says reverence, honor, respect, difference. Okay? So fear directly goes back to reverence, when reverence means you honor or respect someone. You esteem, heighten by awe. So to fear the Lord really means to respect the Lord. And when you respect someone, you're going to do what they say. All right? So we have to have a reverence, of respect, and an honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And when you truly reverence and respect someone, then you're going to really care about what they say. Going into how our respect and our reverence that we have to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that should be the number one thing guiding your discernment. So let's get this quick scripture. Psalms 111 verse 10. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endureth forever. All right, showing you that what? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. What is wisdom? Wisdom is understanding. Okay, wisdom equates to understanding all things in life, man. When you get knowledge, and then with that knowledge you get experience, and then with that knowledge and experience added together gives you understanding on whatever that subject is, whatever you may be doing, and that understanding is wisdom. But in order to get understanding, it starts with the fear of the Lord. So it says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding, see, have all they that do his commandments, his praise endureth forever. So going back to the title of the video, all right, the fear of the Lord is what should guide your discernment. Well, what is the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And what is wisdom? Wisdom guides you. Okay? So the fear, meaning the respect that we have towards Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, that's how you begin to get that wisdom. And then that wisdom that you get because you fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, that wisdom that the Lord is going to give you from fearing and respecting him and considering him in all your ways, that wisdom that he's going to give you is going to guide your discernment. It's going to guide your decision making in these latter times. All right. Remember, because we're in hell, man, and you have to, in this lowest state, you're going to be tempted, but you have to remember, consider, what does the scripture say real quick? Proverbs 3. And normally we get verse 5, but I'm going to get verse 6. It says Proverbs 3:6, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. All right. In the NIV, it says, in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. So in all your ways, meaning in everything you do, you have to acknowledge Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, right? Remember, and the only people that are going to do this are ones that truly respect him. In all your ways, acknowledge him, meaning in everything you do, consider the Lord. Before you speak, consider if what you're going to say is pleasing to the Lord. Before you act on something, consider if what you're about to act on is pleasing to the Lord. Remember, the word discernment means to decide between two or more things. So the fear of the Lord should guide your discernment, because in anything that you act on and anything that you're going to discern, the basis for what you're going to do has to be guided on the fact of whether or not it is going to be pleasing to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. That's how the fear of the Lord guides your discernment, because in all your ways you're acknowledging him. In all your ways, meaning in everything that you decide or you discern to do, you're acknowledging the Lord, meaning you're considering the Lord. You're being mindful. You're being mindful towards the Lord, mindful on whether or not, hey, is what I'm about to do, is the Lord going to be pleased with that? Is the Lord going to be pleased with what I'm about to do? Right? Will Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, let me exit out this real quick. All right. Is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai going to be okay with what I'm going to do? Is the Lord going to be pleased with what action I'm going to do? Right. Speaking from past experience, we have camp on Saturday. And in the past, I used to stay up late right before camp on Friday. Years ago, I used to stay up. I like, Jake sometimes be a night owl. But however, on Friday, you need to get that sleep so that you can come to camp with full energy. Well, shoot, man. Hey, in my youth, I would stay up late on Friday right before camp. Stay up late at night. And then now Saturday come camp day, I'm tired. I'm drowsy. I'm not fully focused while I'm holding posts or reading or speaking. I'm tired. But why did it come to that? Why did I make that mistake? It's because I didn't consider Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in my action, in my choice to stay up late. I didn't acknowledge him with that choice. All right. I didn't utilize my fear and my respect towards Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to discern what was the actual correct spiritual option to choose. But now I know. All right. Now I respect Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and that guides my discernment. Now I know that, okay, if I have camp on Saturday, let me go to bed early on Friday, or let me get enough sleep that I know that I need, so that I'm going to, be fully functional and have the strength and energy to stand at camp. But the reason I'm making that decision now is because my discernment, my decision making is now being guided by my respect that I have towards the Lord. And I respect him so much that I'm going to what? Acknowledge him in all thy ways. So that's just one little example on how we need to acknowledge the Lord in all of our ways. And you acknowledge him in all your ways because you fear and you respect him and you reverence him. So you consider on whether or not what you're going to do is going to be pleasing to him. All right. Now, real quick, going back to what Proverbs 111:10, it says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. All right. So also what? When you fear and when you respect Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and you consider him in all your ways, now he's going to begin giving you wisdom, and that wisdom is what also guides your discernment. Okay, real quick, Sirach 4, and I'm going to start at 11. Now, this whole chapter is good, but I'm going to start at 11. It says, wisdom exalteth her children and layeth hold. It says, wisdom exalteth her children and layeth hold of them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and wheresoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. So this is talking about wisdom. It says, they that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her the Lord doth love. Here's the point. Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. You see, so wisdom, if you give your ear unto wisdom, meaning you listen to wisdom and you're obedient to it, you're going to judge the nations. And that word judge goes hand in hand with discern. Okay, a judge has to decide and come to a conclusion. When you go to court in front of the judge has to what? He has to discern whether or not you're guilty or you're innocent, whether you're going to pay this fine or you're not, whether you're going to go to jail or not. So when you gain wisdom, you gain the skill, the art of discernment. All right. And that discernment is going to make you what? A judge of yourself first and foremost, and then a judge to the nations. So it said, whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, right? Makes you think of King Solomon, how he prayed for wisdom. He prayed for discernment to guide the Israelites. It says, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. All right. So that's really the point. I just wanted to make those couple points, man. The fear of the Lord should guide your decision making, should guide your discernment, and should guide the actions and the thoughts that you act upon, because we reverence and we respect the Lord so much. We need to consider him in all of our ways. Okay. And the fear of the Lord is also how we begin to get wisdom. And then that wisdom, as that wisdom that we get, also gives you what? Discernment. It gives you the ability to judge. Okay. So we need to fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai more, meaning we need to respect him more. We need to refine the little things. And I say this to myself first. We need to continue to refine the way that we live in this truth. Consider the Lord in every little thing that you do, whether or not your power is going to be pleased by it. Okay. And by doing so, the Lord is going to continue to give us wisdom. That's going to also guide us as well in these latter times. All right. To help you walk with more wisdom. So Lord willing, this was edifying. All right. I want to give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Kakudah, Shalom.